listen more than they speak.
All right.
They accept correction without becoming defensive. They celebrate the success of others. You don't become jealous. You can celebrate your brother because you know your time is coming. Those are signs of humility. Serve willingly without seeking recognition.
All right.
My name don't have to be called, but what is it that you need me to do? What is it that I can do? Acknowledge mistake and seek forgiveness when necessary. Those are signs of humility. A person will even take the blame when it's not their fault if they walk in humility. They will apologize for peace sake. Not that they was wrong, but to bring peace in a situation, they will apologize. The spirit of humility. Number 5. I'm watching my time. Compassion. Caring for people spiritually, emotionally, and physically. Nicole, please help me on my time because I think I might be off a little bit. Compassion in ministry is the ability to recognize the needs, the pain, struggles of others, respond with love, mercy, care of Christ. It goes beyond feeling sympathy. It moves a person to take action to help, encourage, and support those who are hurting. Compassion is not merely an emotion. It is expressed through action. Compassion is love responding to human need. A compassion ministry does more than preach the gospel. It demonstrates the gospel through acts of kindness, mercy, service, revealing God's heart to a hurting world. The spirit of compassion. On yesterday, we was doing an open air service. And there was this young man. He knew I didn't know Swahili. And he was talking to me in the Swahili language. Is that y'all language, Swahili? He was talking to me in the Swahili language. And so he came to me while we was doing the open air service, and he had his bag, and he had some clothes in his bag. So he started talking Swahili to me, and he brought out these clothes. So I'm just thinking, he just want me some clothes. He just want to be nice and kind. And so he looked at somebody that was in the order, someone that was sitting, and he asked me, he said, him. I just said, okay, because I don't even know what he's saying. So I'm just saying, okay. So by the time we got to the end, and we serving the food, he don't want no food. Because he told me that he told me, I told you that I was charging you 400 shillings for these clothes that I gave to somebody else.
Oh, yeah.
And he wanted his money. So at first I said, I didn't agree to pay you no $400. I don't have no money. I kept saying, I don't have no money. But the spirit of compassion kicked in. Because he knew exactly what he was doing.
Yeah.
He knew he was deceiving me. But the spirit of compassion kicked in. And I told the man of God, I said, go bless him with this amount. But another man of God came to me and said, I got what he said he charged you. And I'm going to give him that.
Wow. Wow.
The spirit of compassion, even if the other person is wrong, it'll still do what is right.
That's right.
Even if the other person is wrong. identify with the feelings and experience of others. I knew he needed it. He may want to do the right thing with it, but he did need it. Mercy shows kindness and forgiveness even when it's not deserved. Patient, walk with people through their struggles without judgment. Generosity gives time, resource, and support to meet the needs of others. Love in action. That was love in action on yesterday. Demonstrate God's love through practical service and care. Some challenges that goes along with it: fatigue and burnout. You can become fatigued and burn out. You can become indifferent to people's struggles. Judge others instead of understanding where they may be coming from. Focusing on programs more than the people themselves. Challenges that goes along with compassion. Just got two more and I'm done. Wisdom. Making godly decisions through prayer and biblical principle. Wisdom in ministry is the God-given ability to apply knowledge, understanding, discernment in ways that honor God, effectively serve people. It is not merely knowing what is right, but knowing how, when, and where to apply truth in various situations. That's leadership. You're saying you're in this room. You need all 7 of these. We at number 6. If you don't possess it, you can be a leader, but not be effective. Not be effective. You can't teach leadership through jumping and shouting. Leadership has to be taught in settings like this.
That's right.
Like this. It's to bring growth to you. Growth to you. Knowledge tells us what is true. Wisdom teaches us how to apply truth effectively. How to apply it. As a wise ministry leader, seek God perspective above personal opinions. Y'all notice I keep saying personal.
Yeah.
Because in leadership, there is no personal. You got to learn how to put the personal out of it. You can't even see a face on ministry. You just see a position. Not a face, not a title, just a position.
That's right.
You got to put the personal out of it. Above personal opinion, make decisions that is honoring Christ, lead people with discernment, grace, and understanding. Wisdom enables ministry leaders to navigate challenges faithfully while advancing God's purpose. That's wisdom. Wisdom in ministry, some of the characters you'll see: discernment, the ability to distinguish between truth and error, right and wrong, and God's will from the human opinion. Sound judgment, making decisions that are biblical grounded and beneficial to ministry. You remember it was a lady, a judge, and it was 2 ladies that had a child, and they brought it before the judge, and one of the ladies' children had died while they were sleeping, while the child was sleeping. And because the lady did not want to accept that her child had died. She thought that she would use a strategy and claim the other lady's child. But because she was dealing with a judge of wisdom, wisdom was applied to the situation.
That's right.
And what the judge said, bring me the baby that is alive. And we're going to split it in half. Because both of you want the child, and it's only one child. So we're going to split the child in half, and we will divide the child among you. And the lady that the child belongs to, first let's go to the lady that the child didn't belong to. She said split the child in half. Divide the child up. Jealousy. No compassion. No humility. We are divided up. But the lady that the child belongs to, she said, give her the child.
That's right. Wow.
Wisdom.
Well,
The judge knew the mother would spare the life of the child.
Yes.
And whoever will submit to spare the life will have the heart. And that's who the child actually belongs to. There's wisdom in ministry. Sound judgment. Character, patience, the fruit of the Spirit. It avoids rash decision. Seek God on things. Not just doing it because we thought it worked, but we actually seek God on how to do it. In ministry, you're going to have to seek God. You're going to have to seek God. I'm saying this, I have seen it since I've been here, but I'm actually saying it because I know it. People that has operated in ministry, they know when you're doing ministry, and they know when you're practicing. Ministry is not a practice.
Say it again.
Ministry is not a practice.
you're right.
That's right.
Yes, we have to practice to perfect it, but you don't practice on Sunday morning. You don't practice when the program is in operation. You should have practiced before I got here.
Okay. Okay.
You should practice before you do it. You do a dry run. You do a dry run. In the States, in the ministry I come out of, and the things that I do, before we actually facilitate it, we do a dry run. We do a dry run. We try to think of all the possibilities. That's why it takes a team and not an individual. We try to think of all the possibilities that can happen so we can try to eliminate it from happening. Do we eliminate everything? No. But you don't practice in ministry.
All right.
Wow.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Understanding. Consider the needs, emotion, perspectives of others. Humility comes with wisdom. Recognize dependence on God rather than rely solely on personal knowledge. Wisdom is a peacemaker, handling conflicts in ways that promotes unity. That's wisdom. Like I said, doesn't mean that you're always right, but wisdom will take the lower seat. That's what wisdom does. The Bible said it's available to all of us. You need to ask God for it. If you want it, ask Him for it. right spirit. If you have the right spirit. Why is wisdom important? We only have one more. So just be a little patient. Why is it important? It guides decision making. Help leaders navigate through challenges and crisis. Promote ministry from error and division, especially division. Enables effective counseling and discipleship. And it promotes a healthy growth in spiritual maturity and ministry. That's why it's important. And we need it. Our last one is accountability. Y'all should have known it was coming. 7 components that we need in ministry: stewardship, humility, vision, integrity, compassion, wisdom, and accountability. Number 7, being responsible to God, the church, and fellow leaders. Accountability in ministry is the willingness of a leader or a believer to be responsible for their action, decisions, conduct, stewardship before God and others. It involves transparency, integrity, openness to correction, guidance, and evaluation. I hear you, God. Accountability is not a resistance. It is a safeguard that protects both the leader and the ministry. Healthy ministry accountability creates an environment where leaders grow in character. Ministry operates with integrity. God is honored through faithful stewardship and responsibility in leadership. Accountability. I heard the Spirit of the Lord to say this. I'm going to go back and say it. Before you operate in what I call, give me the words, make them understand it, God. Before you operate in a title, even if it's involving creating a program, you should already have served in that capacity somewhere. Somewhere. That was your training ground. He trains you behind closed doors. You know why the food program yesterday, the feeding program, I could operate in it? Because I have served in ministry doing it for many years. I know how it works. I know how it flows. But if you don't allow people